Hello everyone. Today I'm going to talk about exam.net about the new update we received in September 2020. The update is about how you can have uh, autocorrect features in exam.net, which was previously not there. So, not talking too much, let's dive directly into exam.net. As you must be aware about exam.net and how to proceed, you just log in as a sign in, and once you sign in you come to this page. As you come to this page you can see your exam what you created or the exams which are shared. Everything is there on the same page. So you can create your own groups and keep your exams. uh, Creating groups, it becomes organized way of keeping your papers, so easier to identify whenever you need it. As you all will be aware of it, uh, it's new exam, and once you go to new exam it will ask you for a name. Okay, so let's give a name, so some temporary name we'll give it. Okay, so we're given the name. So right now what I'm going to talk is auto marked exams. The auto mark exam is where the marks are automatically uh, given. A teacher do not have to individually correct the paper, like multiple choice question, fill in the gaps, and etc. So we will look into it. Now, previously you might have seen it. To create your exam, you could either create your exam through a PDF where you have already created a PDF and you upload the PDF, or you can directly write uh, here as a notepad document you are creating. You can create your own questions here. This normally takes time for doing it, and here it's not that easy for uh, to do a word processing kind of document here. Editing is, yeah, it's pretty simple. It's very simple. You will not have the features of word processor. If you like to work on Microsoft Word, you will not have those kind of features here. So best thing is you create a document in Microsoft Word and then use the PDF file to upload the file. So the file can be uploaded directly from here, and once you upload the file, the question paper is ready for you, and you just save it. That we have seen it previously. Now what we today we look here is about auto marked exams. Okay, now these are the options which are available when you come to this feature. You can either have multiple choice, simple answer, fill in the gaps, match the answers, information block is where you can directly give information about that particular paper to the student if you want it. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll uh, go just match the column. Initially we'll start match the column. So once you click on match the column, uh, this is the thing what you get it. So what you do is, if you created your questions beforehand, it will become easier for you to copy paste from there. Or you it takes you have to take some more time here by adjusting to the typing features and other things here. So what I have done is I have kept it already ready for myself. And so what I'll do is I'll just, now here you have come for the creating a match the column type of answers. So what we'll do is here we'll write your question here. Okay, now what we'll do is we'll fill up the information. I've made 4 5 so that it becomes easier for you to look at it and understand. I I could have taken one, but taking few more doesn't create any issues. Now this is what we have. Okay, we have come here, so let's put down the questions. So I have created the file already, so we'll just pick it up from here, just for the my ease of creating things. And these are the actual the correct answers. So what I'll do is from these correct answers, I'll copy paste and create my answer schemes down, and then I'll shuffle out the right hand side column for it becomes easier for matching. So I have just put things. So if you're finished with the things, give them the score. So the score, we have 5 questions, so I'm giving 5 points. So 1 point for all the correct answer. So I just have to click on OK. So my questions have been created. Let's add a few more sub questions. Now let's go for a simple answer. Now for a simple answer, I'm just taking random things. You can design the paper as per the format of your school, your section, okay, whatever is decided, so that you can do it. So I'll just pick it up. I'll just give an expected answer. Grading, we have 2 points. Okay, okay, so that's done. Let's add something else. Oh, I would like to change my question, so you can easily come and change the question here. Okay, just change my question. Just change my answer. Mhm. Now for fill the blanks, it's asking you to write your question. So let me write my question. Uh, re- let's copy the question from here. I've copied the question. Okay. Now this is what my fill the blank is. So I click there and say add a gap, and my answer has been created. Everything has been created. What I can do, okay, this is what my answer is. Okay, my copyright and how many marks you want to give. So everything has been done. So I just click on okay, and my fill the blank is created. So you don't have to do anything. You have selected that option and a blank is created for the answer. So let's look at one more time the same thing. So I'll create a fill the blank. We go and we pick up a question. Uh, this is my question. We come back to here and we paste my question. you can see here, as soon as you select it, shows you the answer here, and just say add gap. So once you click on add gap, the fill in the blank is already created, so you don't have to worry about it, that how will you do it, creating blanks and all those things. Everything gets created automatically. Click OK, you're done. Let's click on, we haven't done multiple choice, so we'll do multiple choice. So let's give questions for multiple choice. So go back to the options I already have. So just select, I'll create maybe one or two. Okay, now you have to put in your answers, what are there. So I'll, so you added the answer. Now here there is something known as shuffle. Now you can shuffle your answers when the child opens. Okay, but you have to be very careful that suppose you have a certain options which says all of the above, then if you shuffle, that all of the above will go somewhere else, it will not remain at the bottom. So at that time you keep it as no shuffle. Okay, so you click on do not shuffle it. Okay, so you have to be very careful about how you're given that. So see, initially you may have to take trouble. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to select the correct answer. So just click on the correct answer, and that answer is selected. How many marks you want to give, it's already given. So just okay, you can add rules to it. So these are the options which are selected for you. So now the question is done. If you feel that we should add one more, we can add one more. So let's go to add. um, Now this free text is where you write questions where students will have to give the answers, but this will not be graded automatically. It has to be manually graded by the teacher. Okay, you can give how many marks you are thinking to be there. Okay, for the correct answer. So let's say you have 4 mark, so you give 4 marks to it. So you can go on adding instructions. So this answers are optional. You don't have to actually type in the answer here. But if you write and keep an answer, it's also fine. So what we'll do is we'll write an answer for the sake of a teacher, and for this demonstration purpose. So let's click on OK. So the answer place is created. Let's go and see the instructions. The instruction block is just giving instructions. uh, Only add grading rules here. What are the rules you have to give? So these are instruction what you're going to give it. Okay, all questions compulsory, and because we already given here, so just say OK. So now if you see here, this I don't want here, I want it up above, because at the end it does not look good. So it is okay, all questions are compulsory, so which I put it. So my instructions have been put, so my question paper has been created now, so I can just say OK. Okay, my file has been created. Now you can say randomize the order. You can, the order of the question order can be randomized. So we'll just, it won't be fixed for everyone in the similar way. So it will be randomized. Now when the student is logging in, what information do you want to take from the student? So first name, last name, and class. I think this is sufficient enough for us to take the information about the student. Now these few of them were already been spoken by me in my previous video. You can look at my previous video if you've not seen how to create those things. Now, I'll just give the synopsis very quickly, not going into too much of depth, because what I'm focusing this time is only about auto marked exams, not what we have done previously. If you don't want, you want an anonymous student to be kept, so the teacher should not know the name, and also you can have that. Let's look at what you are giving to the student's workspace when the student is working. Do you want a spell check to be given? Do you want them to handwrite your answers on a sheet, scan and upload it? That option you can give it by using this. There are accessibility tools which depends upon teacher and the requirement of that subject, whether you want to give these options. So all up to the subject. Still here also audio files, if it's a listing exam and you require audio files, you can give that. Then these are subject specific tools here, like drawing tool, calculator, mathematical formulas, or programming by programming environment. An IDE is given to you so that the students can directly type in the program there. Mm, you have more resources where you can have additional URL. So if you want some website to be looked at, or some URL which is there on your uh, domain itself, not going out, so you can do that. Okay, or you can add an additional document to it. So depends upon what you wanted. The best thing what you have here is the security. Now there is a very high security, but for this you require a software to be installed in every student. Now we will not know during this pandemic thing that is this software installed in every student's computer. If it was a school, working school, where it is in the lab and you can do this. Okay, here is allow any preferred browser. Okay, so this is also one way of doing it. So here you can give only preferred browser, that this browser only you have to use it. But sometimes what happens, some browsers do not work whenever it's required. So let's put it allow any browser. So any browser the student is using, that's fine. Then you have the security features which you can look at it. Notify the teachers. Now this happens is when a student starts the exam. As soon as the student starts the exam uh, will open up in a full screen mode, and the student will not be allowed, the learner will not be allowed to open any other tab except the exam tab. So once he tries to do that, the examination gets locked and the information is shown on the teacher's console. So teacher can unlock and allow that. Now because we are looking at the younger kids, primary kids we are looking mostly and all those things. Now if you're looking at a higher level kids, I think you can keep a locking system. But if you're looking at a grade 3 to 5 kind of students, I think we should not keep the locking thing. So because if they're starting, so let's turn off the cheat protection, because what happens, they will get hassled. So it's best we keep it, turn off the protection. Now that depends upon how do you want that. If a higher grade, you definitely have to keep this option. So now you say create the exam will get created. Here the exam has got created. You can have a preview of the exam, how it will look like. So I'll click on that and you can see the preview. Now let's preview the question paper, how the student will see the question paper. So this is how the question paper will start. So what you have to do when you match the column, you have to click on that thing and you just drag and wherever you want it to uh, connect that to. Click. I'm just randomly selecting something, so don't expect these are the right answers. So I'm just randomly selecting and doing it. You click here and click there and it's done. Okay, now you can write some answers here. Now you see, this is not a student answer. This is, I'm just giving for demo purpose, and I'll show you where it gets saved. So for the students also, it gets saved in the same place. Okay, I'm not going to answer all. Okay. Uh, I'm I'm writing a wrong answer along with it also. What I'll do is I'll make a mistake here and let's see whether it recognizes. Okay, so I've given my answers. So let's submit my answer. Submit. Once the child has submitted, what you have is a surveillance mode, which you might have seen in my previous video also. So click on the surveillance mode, and this is the test, is a temp, the test what we have just typed it. Uh, and we go and check the student answer. So let's click on student answer. Now, okay, I got two correct, three, this is correct, this is correct. This I did not fill it, this is also right. Okay, and now here uh, it is manual correction because we have, it does not do auto correction. So I've seen there that the student has written one, two, and the three correct, but here the spelling mistake is there. So it's a benefit or depends upon teacher that whether you want to give the marks or not, and just say save on grading, and the grading is saved. Now what happens after the grading is saved? Let's go back and check the file. So what we do is we'll print or download the student thing and see how it is. I'll download it. Now this depends upon the speed of your internet, what you have it. So I've just download that. Let's open and see how will this look. Oh, so it looks perfectly the same the way it is there. So I get the total marks. Okay, so this way I can create my tests. So let's go back to exam list. So this is how you create these exams. I hope you have understood what I have given. Sorry if I was a little fast or something. If you have some questions, you can post it to me and I'll answer those questions. Thank you.